guy is very good too. This is going to be a chess match. If it goes to the ground, there will be no stopping.
Of course, Werdum was in the Krokop camp working on his striking, while Einemo spent time in Australia working with Mark Hunt. So they also have that component of the MMA game plan.
Yep, both striking, and they need it. Mixed martial arts. That's why we call it that way. Oh, look at this.
Greco-Roman clinch here, body lock, and Einemo overhook now into the guard. And again, one guy's 6'6", Einemo, the other guy's 6'4".
Wow, look at this. Half guard, he wants to look for a butterfly, it looks like. He just stands up. Fabricio Werdum here, start kicking away.
Kick. And Werdum did return to his native Brazil to train with his professor Marcio Corletta, who was similar in size and weight to Einemo. And there's a jump kick. Attempt.
But you saw Einemo right away, wanted to go for a submission there. Yep, both of these guys, submission artists. Who's going to end up on top?
Einemo feels Werdum is good at taking the back, and his most dangerous skills are arm bars, triangles, and positioning. But here from the stand-up, Werdum goes through the guard with a 1-2 combination.
Yes, of course. If you've been training with Mirko Krokop, oh, nice low kick there by Einemo. Nice comeback here from Werdum.
You know, Werdum's only defeat, a split decision loss to Sergey Haratonov at Pride 30 in October 2005. Einemo is undefeated in his mixed martial arts career, winning 5 in a row. And we talked about Einemo not fighting for over 2 years due to leg and shoulder injuries. He was supposed to make his Pride debut a little earlier than this, but right now Werdum is welcoming him with a series of strikes.
Yep, and one of those strikes connected, and then he closed his eyes. And I always say that's not a good sign. Don't close your eyes when you get hit. Could be only a one-time thing, but he cannot keep doing this.
We don't have to tell the hardcore fans, both of these fighters, world-class Brazilian jiu-jitsu practitioners, and you're right, boss, when it comes to the stand-up game, maybe in its embryonic stages still, when you say closing the eyes and stuff, something that will come over time in hoping to eradicate.
Yeah, plus it can happen. It happens to everybody one time, you know. Everybody makes mistakes.
But it is interesting that they are wanting to keep it on their feet right now as Einemo lunges forward with that right.
It's almost like they both don't want to go to the ground. They respect each other too much on the ground.
Exactly. They know each other's credentials. When it comes to ground, good uppercut there by Werdum, and then pulls him into the guard.
Yep. And Einemo better keep that foot there. No, he's got the full guard now. And now Werdum is probably going to go for all kinds of submissions.
You know, it's an impressive story we shared about Werdum, boss, taking up Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu in '98 after being triangle choked in front of his girlfriend by her ex-boyfriend after he challenged Werdum to a fight. Yeah. Talk about motivation right there, and he's took it up and became a champion going for the armbar.
But you saw that Einemo saw it coming a mile away. That's the bad thing always if you go for an armbar and you post. Look at that, beautiful. He tries to an armbar like that, put it under his armpit and use his upper leg. Never saw that before.
Lever the elbow. They're doing very accomplished from this position. Einemo, our first look at him here in Pride Fighting Championships, a teammate of Hellboy Joachim Hansen on Team Frontline in Norway. Used to be an ice hockey goalie in Norway, if you can believe it. And talk about an ominous presence between the pipes.
Close guard again here. They really should pick up the pace here, create some openings.
Werdum injured his finger against Haratonov, and he feels that he picked up valuable experience in that loss and saying he wants to be more aggressive this time around, and now they're back on their feet. Einemo comes through.
With the right straight there.
There's an overhand right and an uppercut. Now it's Einemo looking to work the tie clinch, boss.
Yeah, but it was Werdum who was delivering the knees.
Interesting how that works, and now Einemo is leaking from the nose.
Maybe it's a little cut above there. We can't see it. Let me see from here. Nope. Can't see now.
Yeah, maybe it's on the bridge of the nose between the eyes, but I'm sure the referee's going to stop it and get him cleaned up. And again, safety is always paramount here at Pride Fighting Championships, and they will clean up Einemo. It doesn't appear to be in a dangerous area, boss.
No, it's not, and we tell this many times to the people, so this is for the new people who are listening. You know, heart rate goes up. A little tiny cut can do a lot of, make it look like a lot of damage. But as you can see after this, watch, when they wipe it off, you will probably see that's only just a tiny little cut.
Einemo started jiu-jitsu training in 1999. Let's see maybe where it happened here, boss.
Yep, here we go again with the right straight. He comes in, now goes for the tie clinch. Watch, he has the tie clinch, but then Werdum is going to deliver the knees. Oh,
and maybe it was that knee right there that maybe one of those knees could have busted him open.
Both of them had the tie clinch. In the meanwhile, we have, of course,
right over the bridge of the nose, boss.
Yep.
A little cut.
And I told you, it's a small little cut. And as you can see, what we have, 1, 2, 3, 4 doctors there in the ring, checking up.
But this is it, boss. I mean, this is what the sport of mixed martial arts is all about. It is a sport, an athletic competition. The medical staff, the best at doing their job in Pride Fighting Championships, and any reputable MMA organization always looks after the safety of the fighter first.
Right away, Einemo, I'm going to call him Dynamo if he's going to keep moving forward like that.
He's actually known as Europe's jiu-jitsu magician. Right now, he's trying to pick up and slam down Werdum. Nicely done by Einemo.
Yeah, there's a foot on the hip. That means he's going to go for some submission. That's always, I think, when you put a foot on the hip, that's a giveaway. So sometimes don't do it. Oh, very nice here by Werdum, the way he got up.
Now Werdum trying to play. Well, actually, he's pointing to the cut there and maybe wanting to get him cleaned up again, but the referee allows them to continue fighting, and now Einemo trying to stuff the takedown here with the underhooks, boss.
Yep. Yeah, the doctor thinks, you know, it's a small little cut. I'm not going to stop this fight now. As long as it's not over the eyes and it doesn't drip into the eyes, it's okay. And as you can see, it's not.
You know, Werdum has been training a lot in boxing with Capoeira as well as Mirko Krokop. Are you seeing any improvement in his stand-up game there as he went for that looping overhand right?
Yep, but there he comes back again, Einemo. Fabricio's got a double underhook. If Fabricio can get a takedown and end up on top, that could be trouble here.
Referee calling for the break.
Yep, they're going to wipe him up again.
Fabricio Werdum, a wonderkin when he did take up Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu after being embarrassed in front of his girlfriend. He won world titles and the Pan American Championships as a blue belt, the European Cup as a brown belt, and won the World Cup and World Championships as a black belt in the super heavyweight category. And boss, guess what?
What?
You know, that's a pretty good career for most people.
It's a very good career.
Werdum did it in a 2-year span.
Hey, and listen, just being here in the ring at Pride Fighting Championships, that means you're a stud. Trust me.
And Einemo, of course, probably, now, not even probably, this is his highest caliber opponent in one of his peers, Fabricio Werdum, at that same Abu Dhabi submissions tournament where Einemo won in 2003. Werdum finished runner-up in another weight division, and let's take a look and see. Ooh. Wow, that right hand tagging Werdum.
Yep, that was a nice right hand there. Dog. Buck didn't flinch Werdum.
They touch gloves and resume action here into the 6th minute of the opening round. Haven't seen too much on the ground. Methodical standing battle here.
Oh, another right hand.
A nice knee to put the exclamation point on that series.
Yeah, and it looked like he dazed him a little bit. Now, this could be dangerous for Werdum, but knowing Werdum, he will get the guard real fast.
Very active guard by Fabricio Werdum, scrambling underneath. And boss, you called it, securing the close guard immediately. And that is an accomplishment against a guy like Jon Olav Einemo.
Yeah. I love it when you say Jon, because everybody would say, hey, his name is John, but you always pronounce the name right.
It's about respecting the fighters as we head into the final 3 minutes of the opening round. Boss, they're world-class athletes. They come from all over the globe here to Pride Fighting Championships, and yep, his proper pronunciation is Jon Olav Einemo.
Yeah, we had that whole thing also with shoot the box, you know.
Yeah, shoot a box.
You were right again there.
Yeah. It's not Bas Rutten.
And it's also not Fedor. Apparently it's Fyodor.
A rose by any other name, boss, is still an entertaining MMA matchup between Einemo and Werdum. And right now, Werdum trying to be busy. Oh, look at this. It's a rubber guard here trying to perhaps maneuver into a triangle.
Maybe, but he got to pass one arm. And I wonder, why do they call that a rubber guard?
One of your peers, I think, my friend.
I know it, yeah, Eddie Bravo, but I just wonder how we came up with the word rubber guard. I don't see any rubber.
Well, stay tuned. Later on in the broadcast, we'll give you the history lesson of the Kimura, courtesy of Boss Rude.
A little wipe off here. He's truly a Viking. He doesn't care.
He says,
let's go.
What's a little plasma? Let me fight. Okay, now with
2
this
minutes.
half butterfly guard, Boss. Einemo in a position now to stand up. He has the reach advantage, but look at that left arm. Precarious position here. You know Verdun's got...
He's going to pass it. He wants to pass it, you see. He wanted to pass that right arm from Einemo, and hopefully he can secure a triangle choke like he did before on Roman Zentsov.
Isso, é só pra cara mesmo, isso. Isso, Fabricio. Ele não aguenta mais, Fabricio. Vamos, lado direito. Dá ele porrada, boa, Fabricio. Dá ele porrada.
Now, the blood marking up the other body here, and Werdum busy from the bottom, but you know, Boss, that from the bottom there isn't the power that the opponent on top has when striking, although it still may impress the judges.
Yeah, and he's working, but still, yeah, like you said, creating distance, guys. How many times can I say that?
Yeah. And really, when it comes to jiu-jitsu, it's all about movements based on what your opponent gives you, and they weren't giving each other too much on the ground, so now they're back on their feet.
Nice job there by Werdum, right away standing up, because I thought that Einemo was going to return the favor in the beginning of this round. When Einemo was on the ground, Werdum was kicking him on the legs. I thought, okay, he's going to do it now, but Werdum said, no, I'm going to get up right away. Not a big right.
Sidestepping that right hand now goes into the guillotine position from a standing, and now the takedown by Einemo, the second time in this fight.
And that's a beautiful takedown. Right away, go to the opposite side of where the head is caught, which is a very smart thing. You don't want to go to the same side, because then your opponent will finish you.
And it comes at a crucial point of this round, the final 5 seconds now, and of course in Pride Fighting Championships, it's not on a round-by-round basis, but it's judged according to the entirety of the fight, but a tit-for-tat back-and-forth battle there between Einemo and Werdum.
It's at the pace. The pace is high. People don't realize how much power it takes away from you rolling on the ground like these two athletes are doing.
And these aren't lightweights, Boss. They're 237 and 238 pounds.
And that's what I mean. Look at this. Whoop. Knees, uppercuts, hooks. Both of them really go for it. This is going to be a very difficult one if it goes to the judges.
There's Werdum trying an uppercut from the tie clinch of Einemo, and in fact, you were right there. He beat off the clinch and came back with a knee of his own right up the middle, Boss.
Yeah, that is strange, because Einemo at the end, he had the tie clinch. He had both arms inside, and then Werdum...
Nice right hand, though, by Einemo.
Came with that knee. Yeah, that was a beautiful right.
And as we continue to look on at some of the action from the round, we know that Joachim Hansen, another one of the Bushido superstars, in the corner of Jon Olav Einemo, and
look at this.
You know, when Hellboy's around,
look how fast he goes to the guard.
Aggression is just around the corner.
Oh yes, absolutely. The name says it, Hellboy.
You can see Einemo right away, Boss, from that guillotine attempt by Werdum, immediately turn his head and relieve any kind of pressure.